Hello, I'm Dan Robinson with FPTV, and I'm here today with Will Hall from Goodwill Massage. Welcome, Will.
Thank you.
Thanks
for
being here today.
having me.
You bet. So Goodwill Massage has had a great history here in Fayetteville. You've been building for several years now,
Yeah,
right?
6 years. We moved here in 2010, and I opened up in September of 2010. So we're right at 6 years today.
And a location right off the Fayetteville Square.
Yeah, I'm at 31 East Center. Most people know where Taste of Tire Petra Cafe is, and I'm right on top of that in Suite 210.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So comprehensive health care, right?
Yeah, my whole approach to body work is employing the latest techniques in both soft tissue release, which is myofascial tissue, muscle, connective tissue, pain relief, structural integration, and incorporating modalities that affect on a finer level, like Reiki, craniosacral therapy, and acupressure.
So it's interdisciplinary.
Right. You come in, you tell me where you're at on and what you're looking for, and then I craft your session to that, to those needs. So if you come in with frozen shoulder, then I'm going to treat your frozen shoulder and not give you a nice relaxing rub down. However, if you don't have frozen shoulder and you want a nice relaxing rub down, we can do that too.
So you're expanding your the things that you're offering.
That's right. I've been a therapist now for 11 years total. I have right around 1,100 hours of education, and so what I'm doing is I'm starting to teach some of the modalities that I've learned. 3 years ago, I got certified in acupressure, and I found it so useful and easily integrated into my modalities that I was already practicing that it is now an invaluable tool in my tool belt.
So
I use it every day. Every time.
acupressure.
Yeah.
I've heard of acupuncture where they're sticking needles in you, right?
Right.
So there's no needles for
No,
acupressure?
there's no needles. It's just fingertips, elbows, just applying pressure. It works on the same system as the acupuncture system on the meridian system, and some would say that acupressure is actually an older form because they didn't always have needles, so they may have had this system and used their fingertips much like I do.
So for people who have never experienced anything like this before, it's essentially like you touch a spot and then things feel different, right?
Yeah, that's essentially it. What I mostly use acupressure for is connective tissue and soft tissue release. So essentially what I'll do is I'll tune into the body and to the musculature, and that will tell me what's tight and what isn't tight, what needs to be looser and what could actually be more tone, and then I can use acupressure to affect those changes. And it's simply usually about enough pressure to blanch the nail, so like 15 grams of pressure, not hard at all. And then I usually, especially when I'm doing connective tissue release, hold the other end of the muscle at a point there, and that usually is enough to start change in the body.
So it's kind of like connecting the dots.
Connecting the dots, that's right.
That's a very cool way. So then you offer that as a service, but now you're offering this as continuing education.
That's correct. I am certified to teach this class in the state of Arkansas, so other Arkansas licensed massage therapists can come to me for their required CEUs. One thing that's great about this class, and I did mention earlier, is how easy it is to incorporate acupressure points into your toolbox. Since it's literally holding points, you can actually do acupressure in one place while you're doing a nice deep stroke somewhere else. You can be prepping the area, and it also helps the tissue release without a whole lot of pressure, so that is also good.
Very nice. So it's not like you're getting bowled over.
Right. You don't necessarily need to use all of that, which is easier on the therapist, it's easier on your client, and just makes the whole job a lot easier because, again, you're just holding points.
Very cool.
Yeah. So the protocol that I have worked out is specifically designed to release soft tissue all over the body. So you can use this protocol as a full body routine, or if you have problem areas that you need to focus on, you can use the points that you learn in this class in a focused manner and achieve awesome results.
Very cool. So if you're wanting to experience acupressure, or if you're wanting to learn how to practice acupressure,
Right.
you can contact Goodwill Massage.
Yeah, that's
so
basically it.
That's goodwillmassage.com.
Yeah, you got it.
Very
you
cool.
got it. We got the name.
All right. So thank you very much
Thank you very
teaching
much.
us about acupressure
I
today.
appreciate it.
You bet.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for watching us here on FPTV. Hello, I'm Dan Robinson with FPTV, and I'm here again with Will Hall from Goodwill Massage. Welcome, Will.
Hi, thanks for having me again,
You
Dan.
bet. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, it's been a good time.
So last time we talked about acupressure, and I'm really curious, you also are offering continuing education in Reiki.
That's right. Reiki is a laying on of hands healing system that can be used by anybody. It is certified as continuing education for massage therapists, but I also teach it to just anybody who is willing to learn.
So people have probably heard the word Reiki, but really don't know what it even means. So
Yeah.
what does it mean?
Well, Reiki literally translated means life force. And it was a laying on of healing system that was rediscovered by a man named Yusui Ryoho. And it follows a symbol that the practitioner will learn, and that symbol helps the person to move the Reiki energy through them into a recipient.
So the idea is that there is energy in the entire universe, and we're all connected to it, and
Yes.
somehow someone can help you get your energy in line, right?
Right.
This has to do with chakras. Does it work with chakras
Yeah,
at all?
but it's not necessarily based on any energetic anatomy system.
Okay.
It's kind of free flowing, and so you kind of hit the nail on the head. Reiki, for me, what Reiki does in my own Reiki journey, in my experience, what it does is it aligns with the kind of perfect organizing force in the universe, the force that binds it all together as one thing. And once the practitioner is tapped into that, he can then convey that onto a recipient. And that's not just people. You can Reiki your pets, your plants. You can Reiki anything you want. What I love most about Reiki is it as a tool for becoming a better person, really, just as a tool for my own spiritual path in.
So it is becoming aware of energy around you and the energy in other things.
That is correct, and that is one of the things that the first class is specifically for. In the first class, you'll get your first Reiki attunement, which allows you to palpate or feel the Reiki force around you, the Reiki energy around you, and you will become more attuned to subtler clues in change in life. With Reiki 1, you'll get the first power symbol, which again allows you to transmute the Reiki frequency to something else.
That's amazing. So
Yeah.
it helps you be more sensitive to that in your first round of attunements.
That's right. In the first round of attunements, you can then start to feel the Reiki force and transmute it.
And then where do you go from there?
Then it's Reiki on to Reiki 2, where you learn 2 more symbols, and it kind of takes you a lot deeper into the rabbit hole. I'm working on developing my Reiki 2 class, and then with it, you get symbols that you can move through the mental and emotional bodies, and also through time and space.
Wow. There it goes.
And then with the third initiation, you get the teacher level, which means that you can then pass on the ability for other people to do Reiki.
Very cool.
Right.
So once again, in layman's terms, if you're not feeling good
Right.
on just as a person,
As a person.
then Reiki can help you start to get in touch with the energy that's happening in your body.
Absolutely.
Someone who is practicing on you can help you get your stuff in line.
Absolutely.
So that then you feel better.
It makes you feel better because it affects you on not just and it's not just physical work, although primarily the first initiation or the first attunement is used to work on the physical form, right? So I put my hand on you, and at first it feels cool, but then I start to channel the Reiki, and you can feel it start to get warm, and that warmth is the exchange of energy through the body. And since everything in the body and in our experience is energy, being able to work on a subtler plane is super helpful, especially in self-work and of course in healing others, which is what I use it for every day.
That's
but
amazing.
in my own practice, I've also used it to just make myself feel better.
Because you can actually practice Reiki on yourself.
Yeah, in fact, when I first learned Reiki, that's all I did.
Wow.
For years before I started actually using it on other people. I learned it to heal with other people, but since I didn't really understand it, and I'm definitely a skeptic at first about anything, you should always ask questions.
Sure.
But through experiencing it myself in my own journey with Reiki, I really come to it's an invaluable tool to me for all sorts of things, for emotional turbulence and physical turbulence and even spiritual turbulence, if we can say such a phrase.
Absolutely. Yeah. So to find out how, so you can have Reiki treatments done,
Right.
But then you can also learn how to implement Reiki.
Absolutely. I in my work, in my body work, I almost always use Reiki. Just because my holistic approach to body work requires that I pay attention to all the bodies that are involved. That includes mental, emotional, physical, and so on. And so in my work, I use Reiki all the time, no matter what. Even if I'm just working on frozen shoulder,
Right.
It's got no emotional implications.
Right.
But I channel Reiki to prepare the bodies for the physical work, so that I am being sure that I'm affecting the body on all of its levels.
So if you would like to find out more about Reiki treatments and about Reiki education, you can go to goodwillmassage.com.
That's me, yeah.
And find out more about it.
Yeah, check out the website, and if you have any questions, you can give us a call or whatever.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for explaining that to us today.
Thanks.
And thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching FPTV.